Hello everybody, welcome to Reverb, and I am fucking excited as hell. I just picked up a new pedal for my guitar. I picked up the Didgetch Element XP, which is amazing. It's got basically any effect you can think of on it, plus the XP version, which stands for Expression Pedal. There's two versions of the Element. The first version is just the pedal itself. It's all the effects and everything minus the Expression Pedal, which is like a wah or a whammy. I bought the XP, which was about 99 bucks from where I got it from, which is the local music shop. And it has the Expression Pedal, which has a wah and a whammy on it, with a Crybaby wah and a Vox wah built in. Now, I've been messing with this thing for about half an hour. I put on, I have no idea what the hell it's called, but it's a weird effect that adds, like, it makes it sound like there's more guitars. I added a little bit, let's see, I have an analog delay in, and a spring reverb in it with a little bit of distortion. So, let's see what it sounds like. This is like the lead stuff. This thing's more like for lead, like, you know, soloing, like this. Dive bombs sound amazing. Listen to this. Yeah, this thing's awesome. Okay, so let's go through the effects and stuff. I'm gonna have to sit down, so I'm gonna lower the camera so y'all can see. Boop. There we go. That should be decent. Alright, so the pedal itself is pretty cool looking. Let me see if I can pick this thing up. Pretty awesome. So it's got a whole shit ton of stuff built into it. Like, for example, the wah, which the wah tends to, like, take a lot of volume out. Like, it's weird. I've never used a wah before, so I don't know what it sounds like. Okay, everything's turned off. So let's go with the Crybaby wah first. Now let's go for the Vox. I don't know, this is the, I don't know what the fuck a CL was, whatever. Kinda like a tremolo in a way. Let's see what's next. Next is the full range wah, which is... This thing's awesome. Alright, so let's keep that on. It has a compressor. Oh, fuck. It has a compressor, which I've turned off because I don't really use compressors. I know what they do, but I'm not really going to use the compressor. It's got a shitload of amps. I have it and amps and distortions. Right now I have it on the 30 lead 4, which sound like this. Let's crank that up a bit. Let's put it to the 9 dirty lead. That's a lot. Hold on. Let's bring that back to like 8, 6. Let's kill the volume just a little bit. By the way, there's no gain on my amp right now. Alright, so let's do that. We have an EQ, a gate, which I'm not going to use. Now, for the shitload of effects. So, for our first effect is chorus. So we have 9 levels of each effect. So this is just, I'll do like 1 to 9 of each, like the minimum and the max of each effect you can have. So this is the, just like minimum amount of chorus. So that's the only like one thing of chorus. Now let's bring that up to a 9. So that's the chorus. Now let's do, I don't know what this is, but it's a DC. I think it's, let's try, just crank it to like 5. Okay, so it kind of adds like 2 guitars, I think. a weird effect. Let's crank it to 9. That sounds fucking cool. Cool. Next effect, we have a flanger. So here's level 1 flanger. Now let's crank it. 9. 9, there we go. Sounds like a wad of talk box mixed together. This is fun. Next effect we have a phaser, which let's crank the phaser now. Let's give this a bitch a 9. That sounds really weird. Next up, we have a tremolo, which I don't really like because it makes me feel weird. But if you don't know what tremolo is, it's basically, it's a volume swell, kind of. It's like playing a note and then turning the volume knob up and down really fast. So basically, now let's crank that to a 9. Think like Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. Now next we have, I have no idea what this is. Doesn't do anything, so let's crank that all the way. Don't know what that is, but cool. Next up, we have, I can't remember what it's called. It kind of like takes the note and detunes it up and down. It's really weird. So let's just crank that. That just sounds really weird. Next up, we have a rotary, I think. Like a phaser and a tremolo put together. So let's crank the shit out of this thing. Next up, we have a yaw, which is actually, I think, a Didgetch exclusive, like, effect. It's weird. It's really, it's quiet. It's a quiet sound, so let's just bring that all up. That sound is weird. Next, we have an AY, I think, as well. Now, there's the talk box. Let's crank this thing now. So 9. That's cool. What's next? An SF, whatever that is. Okay, that effect I don't really care for. We have, I think it's a pitch shifter or something with PC. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of like, oh yeah, it's a pitch shifter. It's kind of like, very Dream Theater. Let's crank this now. Weird sounds. We have an HA, what that means. Oh, that just takes whatever note it is and heightens it up. This is a low E. Oh, that's terrible. cool. And that's all the standard effects on this thing. So now let's go to the delays. Here's an first level analog delay. Let's crank the delay. Hear that? I turned the volume off. Listen. That makes dive bombs sound awesome. Let's bring that. Let's do now. What is the DD? Ah, it's a double delay. Let's fuck with this now and bring it up to 9. That's cool. Now we have a... Let's crank that all the way. Sweetness. Now we have, I don't know what the fuck this is. These, mind you, are all just delays. So let's crank this to 9. Alright, that's all the delays. Now let's go to the reverbs. We have a spring reverb 1. That can be louder. So crank it. Oh, that's a shit. Hold on. Oh god, I cranked it all the way. Alright, so 9 level spring reverb. That's a nice reverb. Now let's go to the rotary reverb. Let's crank this. That sounds pretty cool. This is gonna be a long video of just messing with effects. Now we have a hall reverb. Cranking that now. Be loud. Sweetness. And that's all for the reverbs. Now we have... Alright, so let's mess with the drums. Actually, hold up. I'm gonna mess with the pedals for a second and just get something going for a drum track. Okay, so I found a drum track I like. I think it's one of the rock tracks, but I haven't really made up a rhythm for it, or like a riff for it, so let's just fuck with it. This is the track. So that sounds pretty fucking cool.